Welcome back, listeners. Today we're taking a deep dive into RWG Publishing,
Oh, yeah.
and they've got something special brewing.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to explore their new fantasy novel, The Crimson Gate, Portal to Another Realm, by Declan Hunter.
Definitely a good one.
So the premise itself is a real page-turner.
It is.
You've got these two archaeologists, Emma and Jonathan,
Right.
who stumble upon this mysterious circular door during an excavation.
I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah.
You're digging up ancient ruins and boom, you find a door.
Right.
And it just seems to radiate this crimson light.
Yeah, and the author really masterfully builds this sense of mystery and anticipation.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are unexplained weather changes around the door,
Hmm.
strange whispers that seem to emanate from it.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this door is more than just a physical object. It's like
Right.
it has a presence, a life of its own.
And it's like the door is calling to them.
It is.
And of course, they can't resist.
Of course not.
Things really kick into high gear when the
Yeah.
door activates.
Right.
It opens this swirling vortex of energy.
Like, whoa.
And Emma gets pulled through
To the other
to
side.
the other side.
Classic Portal fantasy setup.
Yes.
But the way Hunter executes it, it's fresh and exciting.
It is, yeah.
He drops you right into this other realm alongside Emma, and you immediately feel that weight of the unknown,
Right.
that sense of wonder and danger
Yeah.
that comes with stepping into a world beyond your comprehension.
And the descriptions of this other realm are so vivid. You've got these shimmering landscapes
Yes,
that seem to defy the laws of physics.
they do.
A tower with walls that pulsate as if they're breathing.
Oh, wow.
And then there's this place called the Crossroads.
The crossroads. Now, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's not just a point on a map, is it?
No.
It represents those pivotal moments in life,
Yeah.
where we're forced to make choices,
Yeah.
often without knowing the full consequences.
Right.
And in Emma's case, the choice she makes at the crossroads could determine the fate of an entire world. Wow.
It really makes you consider those crossroads moments in your own life, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And as Emma ventures further into this other realm, she encounters some pretty incredible challenges.
Yeah.
There's an enchanted forest that feels alive and malevolent,
Uh-huh.
and the moving sands,
Oh, the moving sands.
where the very ground shifts beneath your feet.
Right.
Hunter doesn't shy away from creating that sense of danger and wonder.
Definitely.
These landscapes are both beautiful and terrifying,
Mm-hmm.
and they force Emma to confront her fears and adapt to this world where the rules of nature are different.
That's right.
And it's not just the landscape she has to contend with.
No.
She encounters these strange creatures.
Right.
And eventually she meets a community of people who have been trapped in this other realm.
And this is where the story takes on a new layer of complexity, right?
Yes.
We learn that the other realm is actually deteriorating,
Really?
dying.
Wow.
And the reason for this decay is tied to the Crimson Gate
Mm-hmm.
and the events that led to Emma's arrival. So now it's not just about exploring this fascinating world.
Right.
It's about finding a way to save it.
Exactly.
And her journey leads her to this hidden chamber containing the Codex,
Mm-hmm.
this ancient book filled with secrets about the realm and a ritual that could potentially restore it.
Yeah.
The Codex becomes this symbol of hope, but it also represents that weight of responsibility.
It does, doesn't it?
Emma is suddenly thrust into this role of a chosen one,
Yeah.
tasked with saving an entire realm.
That's a lot for anyone to bear.
Yeah,
It makes you wonder, wouldn't you hesitate before taking on such a monumental task?
I think I would.
Especially knowing that the fate of an entire world hinges on your actions.
Oh, absolutely.
But things get even more complicated when these ethereal beings called seraphs show up.
Oh, no.
And they offer Emma an alternative to the Codex's ritual,
Mm.
a path that could be even more dangerous.
So now she's got a choice.
She does.
This is where the story really delves into that idea of choice and consequence. She has to weigh her options, knowing that each path comes with its own set of risks and rewards.
Absolutely.
And it's a decision that forces her to confront her own values and beliefs.
Right.
Does she take the safe route,
Mm-hmm.
or does she risk everything for a chance at a better outcome?
It's a classic dilemma.
Yeah.
But Hunter frames it in such a compelling way that you can't help but get invested in Emma's struggle.
Right. And of course, she doesn't have to face these challenges alone.
No, she doesn't.
She gains allies along the way
Right.
who help her navigate this complex world and the dangers it holds.
And the supporting characters are really well developed.
They are.
They each have their own motivations and backstories, and they challenge Emma in different ways, pushing her to glow and question her assumptions.
And just when you think Emma has faced enough challenges,
Oh, yeah.
she discovers that to activate the ritual in the Codex, and save the realm, she has to undergo a series of 4 trials.
Ooh.
Fire, water, earth, and air. Each one testing her strength, her courage, and her resolve.
The trials are a classic fantasy trope, you know?
Right.
But Hunter elevates them by infusing them with symbolism and meaning.
I see.
Each trial represents a different aspect of Emma's character, and she has to overcome her inner demons as much as the external challenges she faces.
The descriptions of these trials are so intense.
Yeah.
You can almost feel the heat of the flames in the trial of fire or the suffocating pressure of the trial of water.
Right.
It's amazing how Hunter draws you into the story and makes you feel like you're right there with Emma, experiencing every challenge, every triumph.
You know, while we're talking about immersive experiences,
Yeah.
if you're looking to get lost in a fantastical world filled with magic, mystery, and captivating characters, you absolutely have to check out The Crimson Gate.
It's so good.
It's available now on Amazon.
Definitely recommend it.
I highly recommend picking up a copy.
Yeah, and we'll be right back after this to delve deeper into the climax of the story, Emma's transformation, and what it all means in the end.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
And, you know, it's fascinating how Hunter weaves those classic fantasy elements into a narrative that feels both familiar and refreshingly new.
It really is. And as we head into the final act of the book, the stakes just get higher and higher.
Yeah.
Emma, armed with the knowledge she's gained from the trials, and this mystical relic, is ready to confront that source of darkness that's threatening the other realm.
Yeah, it's a breathtaking climax.
It is.
Full of action and suspense, but it's not just about the magical battles and special effects, is it?
No.
It's about Emma's internal struggle, her growth as a character.
Exactly. She's faced with these impossible choices.
Right.
Knowing that the fate of an entire world rests on her shoulders.
Right.
And ultimately, she has to decide what kind of hero she wants to be.
It's a question that resonates with all of us, doesn't it?
It does.
What would we do in a similar situation?
Right.
Would we have the courage to stand up for what's right, even when the odds are stacked against us?
And I think that's one of the things that makes this book so compelling. It takes these fantastical elements and uses them to explore these universal themes of courage,
Absolutely.
sacrifice, and the power of choice.
And the way Hunter portrays Emma's transformation throughout the story,
Yes.
it's really powerful. She starts as a skilled archaeologist,
Right.
but her journey through the other realm pushes her to confront her fears, her limitations, and ultimately discover a strength she never knew she possessed.
It's not just about saving the world, it's about saving herself.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Finding her own inner strengths and purpose. And I think that journey of self-discovery is something that a lot of readers can relate to.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if they've never battled mythical creatures or traveled to other realms.
We all have our own challenges to face, our own inner demons to conquer.
Right.
And the Crimson Gate reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there's always that potential for growth, for transformation.
And speaking of transformations, the ending of this book, without giving too much away,
Right.
leaves you with a sense of hope and possibility. It suggests that Emma's journey is far from over,
Absolutely.
and that the choices she's made will continue to ripple outward, shaping not only her own destiny, but the fate of both worlds.
It's an ending that stays with you long after you've turned that final page.
It does.
It makes you think about the choices we make in our own lives and the impact they have on the world around us, and it leaves you wanting more,
Yes.
eager to see what adventures await Emma in the future.
And if you're feeling that same sense of adventure, that same desire to step into a world of magic and wonder, then I highly recommend picking up a copy of The Crimson Gate.
It's available now on Amazon, and it's the perfect read for anyone who enjoys fantasy novels with strong female leads, rich world building,
Right.
and thought-provoking themes.
You won't be disappointed.
Okay.
And now, as we head into the final part of our deep dive, let's shift our focus to what this book might tell us about the human condition, about our relationship with the natural world, and the choices we make in the face of the unknown. We've been on quite a journey with The Crimson Gate, haven't we? It's amazing how a story set in a fantastical realm can resonate so deeply with our own experiences.
It really is.
I mean, one of the things that really struck me was how Hunter portrays that interconnectedness of everything.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the other realm is dying because of choices made in the past, and Emma's arrival is both a consequence of those choices
Right.
and a chance for redemption.
It's like a ripple effect.
It is.
Our actions, no matter how small they have consequences,
Uh-huh.
that can extend far beyond ourselves, impacting others and the world around us. The Crimson Gate really drives that point home.
It makes you think about the responsibility we all have, not only for our own actions,
Right.
but for the choices made by those who came before us.
It's true.
And it raises the question of how we move forward, how we make amends for past mistakes,
Yeah.
and create a better future.
And that's where Emma's journey becomes so inspiring.
It is.
She's faced with this monumental task,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't give up. She keeps fighting, keeps searching for a way to heal the rift between the two worlds.
It's a reminder that even when things seem hopeless, there's always that potential for change.
Oh, absolutely.
We may not be able to undo the past, but we can learn from it
Yes.
and strive to create a better future.
And it's not just about fixing the big problems.
Right.
It's about the small acts of kindness, the choices we make every day
Yeah,
that contribute to a more compassionate and sustainable world.
exactly. Emma's journey starts with a single step through a mysterious door,
Right.
and it ripples outwards, impacting countless lives.
Wow.
It's a powerful reminder that our choices matter, that each one of us has the potential to make a difference.
The Crimson Gate is a story about magic and adventure, yes,
Mhm.
but it's also a story about hope, resilience, and that enduring power of the human spirit.
It's a story that will stay with you long after you turn that final page,
It will.
prompting you to look at your own life, your own choices, and the impact you want to have on the world.
If you haven't already, I urge you to pick up a copy of The Crimson Gate. You can find it on Amazon. I promise you won't be disappointed. It's a book that will transport you to another world while reminding you of the beauty and potential within our own.
That brings us to the end of our deep dive into this incredible new novel from RWG Publishing.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed exploring the world of the Crimson Gate with us, and that you found some food for thought along the way.
Remember, there's always more to discover, more to learn, more to discuss. And we'll be back soon with another deep dive into a topic that will spark your curiosity and ignite your imagination.
Until then, thanks for listening to the Deep Dive Podcast.